Hey guys, Cam here from today's iPhone.com, and I have a Tavik case for iPhone 5. This is the Channel. Comes in two different colours. This is the black and grey version obviously, but there's also blue and black as well. Now this is Tavik's first attempt at getting into the iPhone accessory market. Generally you'd know them as being a clothing company, a designer brand. You see the box is definitely a very stylish box, designed to be for the trendy of mind. I'll pass that to one side, and here the actual case is, and it's got some stuff inside it, which is usually the case these days. So inside here we have what looks like essentially a tiny condensed catalogue. You can see there's lots more information about the company and the other stuff that they sell, QR codes, Twitter, etc. All sorts of ways to connect with them, but I'll throw that to one side for a second. This is the case, this is what we're interested in. And in here we've got the bog standard usual screen protector, microfiber cloth, and this tiny little squeegee with the company's brand printed on. So this is the actual case here. Now as you can see on the inside, you've got these kind of cross-shaped grips in there. The Tavik logo is front and center. If I just focus it a tiny bit there, and on the back you can see it's got this cross shape. Actually this cross is more than just for looks, it's not just an aesthetic thing. It's also got, that's the soft part of the hinge where you can actually bend the case back to make putting your phone in and out of this case a lot easier. Now with it being shiny, you're going to notice that you'll get some fingerprints on there. You see them, if I just point it towards the light, you can see it's already got loads of fingerprints on it. But the cutouts, as usual, all in the right place for the camera there. I'm just going to insert my phone. Obviously with it having two different types of material, it's got the harder outer plextonium, they call it, outer shell. It's essentially a polycarbonate, and also the stiffer rubber / silicone, which helps to absorb some shock. But it's very well designed, it looks fantastic. The buttons are very well placed here, and they do give a really good tactile click. Is exactly what you want from any sort of button that covers any of your actual physical buttons, and the same can be said of the lock key on the top there. Easy access to the mute switch, so you can flick that on and off very simply, and it's a very minimal sort of design. It's one that I'm going to use over the next few days, and I'll eventually write a review on our site for it. But these are $34.95. They're not the cheapest of cases, but by just the first impressions alone, they certainly seem worth it, because they're very well designed, they look fantastic, and they do just as good a job as any other sort of bumper or case that you'd find in a similar style. So that's that. One tiny little detail I wanted to show you just before I sign off. If I can just focus in on here, the camera cutout has got these really neat little steps leading down into the actual hole, just to make it a tiny little bit more different. But that's pretty much it. I've been Cam. If you want to ask me any questions about this, feel free. I'm at TIP_Cam on Twitter, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.